It's your first day of school, and you show up wearing your nicest clothes. I mean, the jeans, they're looking clean, the shoes are on point, you got the snapback with the JanSport backpack, and of course you can't forget the nice G-Shock watch. And although you're looking fly, absolutely decked out, the reality is you know nobody. Although there are over 1,000 students at this new school, you know absolutely no one. And so instead of walking up to a stranger and introducing yourself, you do what almost any young person in 2019 would do. Pull out your cell phone and bury yourself in social media. Sound like a familiar story? September 7, 2018 was my first day of university, and although there were over 20,000 students on campus, I felt isolated and alone. And as I walked around this campus, this concrete jungle of a campus, everybody that I passed was doing one of two things: staring at their cell phone or staring at the screen of their laptop or computer. And all I really wanted was to have a simple conversation with another human being. All I wanted was to talk to someone and maybe make some friends. And this went on for about 2 or 3 weeks, and if I'm being honest with you, the start to my university experience was absolutely terrible. I mean, imagine you woke up to go to class every single morning. And as you were in class, everyone around you is glued to the screen of their laptop or their phone. And when the bell goes and the lecture finishes and the professor is putting away his or her things, everyone starts running to the door, but before even getting up from the desk, they're already on their cell phone. And no one looks up to talk. And as you walk through the hallways, everyone's immersed in this digital world, not only the students, but also the professors. And when the day comes to a conclusion, and you cross the street to catch the bus, of course everyone sitting at the bus stop is on their phone as well. And when you get on the bus, there's only one seat left in between these two people. And so you take your arms, glue them to your sides, squeeze in between these two people, and the person to your left is on their cell phone. And the person to your right has their headphones in. And again, all you really want is to have a simple conversation. But because we're in Canada, and we're too polite, you would never turn to a stranger, poke them on their shoulder and say, "Hey, what's your name?" Or, "Hey, how's your day going?" And so instead, you pull out your cell phone, and bury yourself in social media for 30 minutes until you arrive home, go to sleep, wake up the next morning, and repeat the whole process. You see, the reason why my first 2 weeks of university were terrible was because that was my reality. I didn't talk to many people, and I barely made any friends. And so after those first few weeks passed, I made a decision that I wanted to meet new people and make new friends. But I had no idea how I was going to do this. So I then did what any kid would do in 2019. I pulled out my cell phone. I went on Instagram, Twitter, but it wasn't until I went on Facebook that the idea came to me. You see, most universities have a first-year group chat where all the incoming students can join and talk and post pictures. And I saw everyone was posting pictures of themselves and explaining their favorite hobbies, their favorite music, the food they like. And being that I'm a youth speaker and I travel across the country speaking to students, I figured instead of posting a picture, I'll film a video. And so I took my cell phone and I put it up against the windowsill so I could get that really nice lighting. And when the light was hitting me really nice, I hit record, and I filmed this video in the hope that I would meet some new people and make some friends.
Because for me, the most important thing about university is building relationships. Firstly, with our teachers, our professors, and the people who are going to teach us. And secondly, and even more importantly, is each other. All of the student body. You know, we technically become a family. For 4 years, we're all going to be studying together. And so for me, that's a big thing. And what I've done is I've committed every single day to step outside of my comfort zone and introduce myself to one random person. Some of my conversations so far have been a little bit, how do you say it, like uncomfortable. The other person wasn't willing to chat with me, or it was a little awkward at first. But I think that if each and every one of us committed to introducing ourselves to one another, we could build one of the most close-knit and tight university families throughout the entire country. So I want to start this campaign, One Day, One Person. Hashtag One Day, One Person, where we introduce ourselves to random people in order to bring our community all close together and become one knit family. If you guys want to talk with me, please reach out. That's my idea. That's my introduction. I look forward to hearing from all of you guys, and I wish you the best 4 years that you could possibly have at this awesome institution. And I really look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Have a great day. Have a great year. Peace.
Now, what happened after I filmed that video was insane. The night I posted it in the Facebook group chat, it got over 340 likes and 156 comments, all from strangers and students from the school that I did not even know. And over the next 2 weeks, while walking around the concrete jungle of a campus, people were literally stopping me and saying, "Hey, aren't you that guy that filmed that video on Facebook?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And my inbox was flooded with messages from students thanking me for giving them the permission to talk to a stranger as if they didn't have it already. I had international students reaching out, telling me they've had a very difficult time making friends because English was their second language, and they were telling me that the video inspired them to stop focusing on the fact that there's 20,000 people and instead focus on the fact that they could talk to just one new person every single day. And after having all these conversations with all these amazing human beings, I realized something very simple but also very important. I realized that all of us, to walk up to a stranger and take the uncomfortable action of saying hello and introducing ourselves. And all that you really want is that face-to-face conversation, and I'm not talking about FaceTime. Because in today's day and age, it is so easy to hide behind a cell phone. And I promise you that that person in front of you in line at Starbucks, or that person across from you on the bus, or that person sitting next to you at this conference, they're not pulling out their cell phone because they're closing a multi-million-dollar business deal. Although that would be pretty cool. But they're pulling out their cell phone because they feel the exact same way as you. They feel isolated in unfamiliar situations where they don't know anybody. So the next time you find yourself in a situation where you don't know many people, I encourage you to embrace the one day, one person mentality. The one person, one day mentality. And walk up to a stranger, poke them on the shoulder and say, "Hey, what's your name?" Or, "Hey, how's your day going?" Because that is the quickest and simplest way to make friends. Thank you very much.